Yo, what's going on everybody? TK Gamer, I'm back with a brand new NBA 17 rebuilding video. In today's video, I'm going to be rebuilding the 2018-2019 Philadelphia 76ers. So taking a look at this team, we got Rajon Rondo, Buddy Hield, Ben Simmons, Randall, and Okafor, then Embiid, Cantor, Clarkson, Nick Batum, all coming off the bench. So we got terrific depth on this team, but I think basically the only trade I want to trade is, since we have so many centers, I'm probably going to trade Embiid because he's got the highest trade value on this team, basically, because we don't want to trade Simmons, or we could trade Julius Randle, but I'm going to see who we can get for Embiid as well as a first round unprotected first round pick. So right here we're going to be sending Joel Embiid as well as a 2018 first round pick, 2020 first round pick, and Nicholas Batum over to the Clippers for DeAndre Jordan and Jeff Green. So this is a pretty equal trade, but I think DeAndre Jordan brings terrific defense to this team. He is going to be coming off the bench, but I think this team is looking pretty well. Rajon Rondo is going to be a strong point guard, Buddy Hield, Ben Simmons, Randall, and Okafor, and then Jordan, Cantor, Clarkson, Jeff Green, and Robertson all coming off the bench. I think we're going to do pretty well, so I'll see you guys at the end of season number 1. 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 8 assists. Crazy numbers for Kyrie Irving. Anthony Hanson wins Rookie of the Year. Brandon Knight 6th man. Anthony Davis wins Defensive Player of the Year. Jordan Clarkson on our team wins Most Improved, having 14.5 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists. And Larry Drew, the coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers, wins Coach of the Year. So taking a quick look right here at the standings, we did finish 3rd in the Eastern Conference with a 53-29 record, 3 games behind being first in the conference. So leading us in points was Okafor, averaging 18 points and 8 rebounds. Buddy Hield averaged 18, is out for the season. Jordan Clarkson 14.5, Ben Simmons with 14, and Cantor with 11, and DeAndre Jordan with 11 as well. So in our first round matchup, we're going against the Brooklyn Nets. We're going to simulate the current round. We should take this one pretty easily. Yes, we're going to sweep them and move on to our second round matchup. We're going to face the Indiana Pacers. It's going to be a much harder matchup as we are going to... Okay, so we were up 3-0 and we almost choked at 3-0 lead. So we're going to summon here to the Eastern Conference Finals where we're facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. Summon game by game. Let's take a look at who they have. They obviously have Kyrie Irving, who won MVP, Kevin Love, and no LeBron James. LeBron is on the Indiana Pacers. So something the next game, they go up 2-0 already. 3-0 facing elimination. We take a game. We get eliminated in 5 games. So we lost by a good amount. Okay, Kyrie Irving had 30 points. Tristan Thompson, but I thought that was a team we should have definitely beat, and it's going to be Cleveland wins the championship and Kyrie Irving wins Finals MVP. Here at team player options, we're going to pick up Okafor's contract, Ben Simmons, and Buddy Hield, and it looks like Karl-Anthony Towns accepted. Paul George declines, so hopefully we have some cap space to sign one of those big name free agents. Julius Randle, I am going to pick up his qualified deal, and now my free agent. So DeAndre Jordan, he's the biggest player, and we don't have to bring him back, but I'm just going to throw a contract at him. But if we have money in, if we have some good salary cap in free agency, we're going to go after someone better. I want to give Clarkson a good deal. And now let's go to free agency, the big place where we can make huge decisions. DeMarcus Cousins is here, and we have, okay, so Paul George, James Harden, I haven't seen in here. Isaiah Thomas, LaMarcus Aldridge, Carmelo. I'm going to go after Carmelo Anthony. He's asking for a ton of money. If he doesn't come, I'll throw an offer at Paul George and DeMarcus. We don't need a big man. James Harden will be the final guy. Throw a contract to, and then we do need a point guard, so I'll throw a contract at Isaiah Thomas, and hopefully he comes to the team. So right here, DeAndre is still looking over roster ideas. Carmelo still. Paul George and James Harden have made up the decisions, and Isaiah Thomas hasn't. Paul George goes back to Indiana. James Harden goes back to Houston, and it looks like Carmelo is still looking over rosters. Isaiah accepted. So Isaiah went back to the Celtics. We have one more chance to get Carmelo Anthony, and Carmelo Anthony joins the team. So we can still throw money at DeAndre Jordan. So hopefully DeAndre Jordan can come and we can make a big duo. We're going to sign, okay, DeAndre goes to the Hornets, but we do get back Jordan Clarkson. We can't get any other players. So that was a pretty good free agency. We do get Carmelo Anthony. If we brought back DeAndre Jordan, that would have just been so sick to see. But I'll see you guys at the start of season number 2, where hopefully we don't have to make that many trade decisions because our team is looking pretty good. So in our first trade of the second season, we're going to be sending Ben Simmons as well as the 2019 first round pick and Rajon Rondo over to the Lakers for D'Angelo Russell and Larry Nance Jr. I really didn't want to give up Ben Simmons because he has huge trade value and he's going to progress so well, but we got D'Angelo Russell on the team. He's just going to progress into a beast. So I'm not going to make any more trade decisions. This is what our starting lineup is going to be looking like for season number 2. D'Angelo Russell, Buddy Hield, Carmelo Anthony, Larry Nance Jr., and Okafor. And then our bench is looking pretty good as well. So hopefully this team can lead us to the NBA Finals, the promised land, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. At the end of the season, Steph Curry wins MVP, Donald Watson wins Rookie of the Year, Cameron Payne 6-Man, Towns Defensive Player of the Year, Harris Most Improved, and Eric Spoelstra, Coach of the Clippers, wins Coach of the Year. So taking a quick look right here at the standings, we did finish in the top of the Eastern Conference, finished 4th with a 51-31 record, just one game behind the Brooklyn Nets for taking that first spot. As you guys can see, all of us were just packed in trying to make that first spot. So Okafor averaged 18 and 10, D'Angelo 18 and 7, Carmelo 17, Buddy Hield 12, and that's about it. So our team did really well. Hopefully this can lead into the playoffs, as in our first round matchup we're going up against a very challenging Pacers team, and it looks like okay. So 3-2, let's look at the box score. They got LeBron, Paul George, Miles Turner, Monte Ellis. Okay, so I don't know how this team's a 5th seed as they force a game 7 and we move on as we beat them in game 7. Okay, we beat them by 3 points. Carmelo did really well. Okafor almost averaged 20 and 20 in game 7, so our team is really looking well going into the second round. So in game by game right here, we take an early 1-0 lead, 2-0 lead. Can we sweep them? No, they steal a game as we go up 3-1, 3-2. And they force another game 7 on us. Can we win? And we get eliminated in game 7 by the Pistons. Carmelo had a pretty good game, but Reggie Jackson, Stanley Johnson, Drummond really cannot be taken down in that game 7 loss. And it looks like Detroit's gonna go to the finals, and they have won a championship, and Reggie Jackson wins finals MVP. Test, okay, we definitely have to give Okafor a deal. He's asking for an okay amount compared to all the other free agents. I'm gonna let Randall walk. Larry Nance is gonna test. Buddy Hield, we have to give a contract to, and he's actually not asking for that much. He's actually asking for a relatively cheap deal. So we're gonna go to free agency. Kyrie Irving is here, and we have enough to get him. So if D'Angelo doesn't come back, we're going to give a deal to Kyrie Irving, who did win MVP. So we're going to give him that deal. Jimmy Butler, if he wants to come, we do need a shooting guard if Buddy Hield doesn't come. Kemba Walker would be a nice maybe third option. And then D'Angelo Russell, we're going to throw everything we got at him because he can be the face of this franchise for our last and final season. So that's it. And it looks like Jaleel's still looking over rosters. D'Angelo is still, and Kyrie Irving. I would rather Kyrie than D'Angelo Russell right now in our final season. And okay, so Kyrie's accepting another deal. Okafor, D'Angelo Russell are coming back to the team. That's so sick to see because now our team doesn't have to worry about our superstars not coming back. Okay, D'Angelo, we still didn't pick him up yet. Okay, Buddy Hield, definitely. Kemba Walker. I thought we got D'Angelo Russell. We still want a qualifying deal. I think we're good, though. I think we're good. Actually, I got to pick up Larry Nance right there. And D'Angelo Russell and Okafor. I thought we picked them up. Let's take a look at our roster. Okay, so we did get them. I was saying, why are they still there? We already picked them up. So we're good going into season number 3. We just might have to make a couple trades to move on to the NBA Finals. Right here in our first trade in the 3rd season, we're going to be sending Jordan Clarkson as well as a 2020 second round pick over to the Boston Celtics for Jake Crowder and Mario Chalmers. Our last and final trade of the 3rd season, we're going to be sending Jeff Green as well as a 2020 second round pick over the Cleveland Cavaliers for Boban Bogdanovic. I've got him in most of all my rebuilding teams. Done really good for the team. So we didn't make that many trades, nothing really big in the 3rd season, but I think we'll be pretty well. So D'Angelo Russell started point guard, Buddy Hield, Carmelo Anthony, Larry Nance Jr., Okafor, and then Crowder, Bojan Marjanovic, my bad, and then Simmons. So I think our team's gonna do pretty well, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season, where hopefully we make the playoffs, and I'll see you guys once we're at the end of the season number 3. To the end of season number 3, Steph Curry wins MVP for back-to-back seasons. Henry Mercer wins Rookie of the Year, and Curry averaged 32.5 points, 6.6 rebounds, and 8 assists. Chris Dunn of the Boston Celtics wins 6-Man. Towns wins Defensive Player of the Year. Pat Connaughton wins Most Improved, and Brett Brown, coach of the Philadelphia, the Indiana Patriots win Coach of the Year. So taking a look at the standings, we did do pretty bad this year with a 43-39 record. I thought we were going to do a little bit better, but 2K thought otherwise. As D'Angelo averaged 20 points and 8 assists, Okafor 19, and Carmelo had a pretty down year, averaging only 14 points. So we're probably going to not do that well in the playoffs, as we're going up against the team that beat us in the Eastern Conference Finals. And we bring them to another Game 7, but we lose again. Okay, Stanley Johnson, I think that team's pretty good, but I think we have more power to us, as Carmelo doesn't do good during the season, but brings it all out on the playoffs, as right there in Game 7 he tried his best to bring us to the next round. And the Charlotte Hornets have won a championship, and Tony Hansen wins Finals MVP. So that was pretty cool. I thought we were going to win a championship in one of the years, but I guess not. 2K was thinking otherwise. And if you guys do want to see more rebuilding videos, make sure to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next